Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. So a moment now to see the story for Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie in at the 2. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the small 4. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Conley with it. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Over Paul. Count it from 12.
Well, you know, Conley was drafted all the way back in 2007, a time when we saw a lot more mid-range jumpers.
And despite having a generational talent in Wembanyama, Shams, the Spurs never skipping steps. They've got great detail to everything they do.
Spurs draft and develop, that has been their calling card. San Antonio may not be a big free agent destination in magnet, but who knows, with Victor Wembanyama there, they are going to have the ability to attract players and potentially go after players in trades. They have a ton of capital assets, draft picks that they can trade. And Victor Wembanyama has the ability to be a generational star, like you said, Kevin. Players will eventually want to be there.
Quickly, can you even go back to a time when they've added Wembanyama, they've added Lively in Dallas, the Thunder's Chet Holmgren, what he did as a rookie? These young bigs have been sensational to watch. The size that the league has added has been off the charts.
And the center position might just be back, but let's look at that 2023 NBA draft. Let's revisit that in 5 to 6 years. That could be a draft that eventually will be regarded among the very best.
Now here's Conley. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like seeing Conley look for his shot because it puts defenses in compromising situations.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restricted position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Now, here's Paul. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Shoot 2. Throw good, Wembanyama.
And the enthusiasm and expectations for Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Well, we've talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
San Antonio trailing here. All up top. Barnes outside. Hall a screen on Conley. Nobody near Barnes. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's the floater. And Barnes sends it back. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Paul. Second chance shot. That misses off the backboard. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Barnes against Conley. Barnes kicks to Paul. Pass to Sohan. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look. Well, I like when Gobert's teammates use his length on offense. Textbook alley-oop there.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, there. It's their time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. My side is all yours.
The Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Gasol's checked in. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and chums like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one day. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming to the NBA.
They love their kings. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Conley finds Randall. Rebounded by the Spurs. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat. The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Oh, good on the 3. The Spurs have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Hassel misses. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. And it's Paul missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Randall surveying the D. Conley with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Spurs trail by 5. Zohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. Edwards defending. Gobert against Wembanyama. Just 3 to shoot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. He can't hit that time. Here's Champagnie, defended by DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Paul. Over Conley. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 6. And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Timberwolves. What didn't he do in that quarter? A fantastic all-around effort. And we'll be right back after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Spurs trail by 3, so with Paul on the bench. Here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with Jones, and it's Collins in at the center position. Now, here's Vassell. He had 10 points in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates. racking up the assists is so important to team chemistry.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Jones. Here's Reed, and the bank shot is good. Reed's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Vassell. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the floor.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Setting the pick for Vassell. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Minnesota leading by 3. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Reed in the post. Working on Collins. 4 on the shot clock. With his first shot attempt. A rebound by the Spurs.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside, Jones. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by. And that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Here's Castle. Hasn't made one yet. Collins a screen on Reed. The 3 from Barnes and rebounded by McDaniels. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Picked by Reed. McDaniels kicks to Ingles. They need this one. Collins grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. Drills it from outside. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for McDaniels. Edwards has come in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mike Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. DiVincenzo against Vassell. Outside Edwards. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Edwards got 5.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Here's Champagnie. His last outing, he had 18 points. Tries the spin move. Here's Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Spurs trail by 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Here's DiVincenzo. Following the basket by Chris Paul. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Wembanyama. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Julius Randle.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, as we know, Wembanyama has all the tools to become an all-time great. He just needs to focus on becoming more efficient.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Pass to Randle. Fires the 3. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Conley. Paul with the defensive effort. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Wembanyama outside. Champagnie passes to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. And he converts the layup. Barnes has got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Edwards looking it over. Another miss by Minnesota. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. It's San Antonio as they wrap up the second quarter with a 13-5 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Gotta call my agent now.
And, turning back to this first half of play, Chris Paul making one winning play after another.
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
Here's Paul. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Champagnie. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Wembanyama. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Wembanyama has got 6.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Now Conley. 9 points in the game so far. Gobert dishes to Conley. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 11. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. Barnes outside. Wembanyama, a screen on McDaniels. Barnes can't get it to go. Barnes has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's McDaniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Edwards can't hit. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. After Champagnie. Paul outside. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. Paul's got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Randall with a screen for Edwards. Bucket, Edwards slotting home the three.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Here's Champagny. Nothing on the board. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And it's Sohan missing. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Paul passes to Wembanyama. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Back to Paul. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Now here's Randall. Oh, he misses the dunk. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Here's Sohan. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. And here is Conley. He's got 13. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Gobert. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And it's a strong accomplishment, 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Reed. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Spurs also with the sub. Vassell, he's checked in for Barnes. The Spurs have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Castle. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Castle's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Spurs have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Vassell, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, he just came flying in. Vassell making sure it goes down.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Now here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It's Zohan, top of the key. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
So it's Minnesota now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Ingles with the ball. Will it go? San Antonio with the rebound. Vassell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Wingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
That free throw good from Randall.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Dillingham's checked in for Joe Ingles. The Spurs also changing it up. Johnson's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. And Jones subbed in for Chris Paul. Both free throws good from Randall.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Vassell, the pass to Jones. Collins setting the pick for Jones. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Alexander Walker. It's good. Alexander Walker's got his first basket of the night. .40 seconds left to play in the third. Jones with it. Still yet to score. It's to Collins. Vassell outside. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Now, Vassell shoots over Alexander Walker. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Spurs leading by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Weldon Johnson is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Collins. And it's Castellan at the shooting guard position.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
San Antonio leading. Here's Castle. Vassell outside. Johnson up top. And there it is for him. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, but Johnson has a skill for putting power behind his motion and forcing his way to a finish.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Banked in off the glass. Reed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Jones up top, defended by DiVincenzo.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Back to Ingles. Reed with a screen on Vassell and puts them in the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Outside Collins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Reed. Over Collins. Rebound by Johnson. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
First free throw is good. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Joe Ingles. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. And he makes both free throws. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ours is checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. DiVincenzo against Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
At the line for 2, DiVincenzo.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing, so both teams making some changes here. And the second free throw, good. And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. And he sinks the second.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Edwards, no good. The Spurs have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Wembanyama. Ball outside. Back to Wembanyama. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Wembanyama with the fadeaway. That one falls. 11 points for Victor Wembanyama.
How about the rookie with the big shot? Wembanyama showing us he can meet those high expectations.
Oh, here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert comes in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Free throw good, Edwards. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
They grab their own miss. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Randall outside. It's good from long range. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He knows every possession is critical now. Spurs trail by 4. Wembanyama with it. Pass to Champagny. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. Off target from three-point range. Oh, here's Edwards. Outside Conley. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. A three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists tonight. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Tiberwolves. A 2-point game. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley's shot is off.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Pass to Wembanyama. For Gobert, that one wide left. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Edwards with it. And now by Barnes. Wembanyama outside. To tie it up. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Champagny passes to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. No good. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line for Minnesota, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
The 3 from Barnes. The shot, no good. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's a line for 2. Lead no better.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Now, Sohan offline. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Mike. The game is flowing for you. What is it like to be on a win streak like this?
Well, the game's just back to being easy again, just making the right plays, playing off of the teammates, and guys are just really being unselfish. And it's easy for me to play in that style, and it's fun to be around.
You sure look like you're having fun, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Michael Conley.